we hear so much about safe sex, safe driving. We will not have safe comedy. No holds barred!
Canadians adore beer. It shouldn't be a maple leaf on the flag. It should be a big fat keg of beer. That way we'd all salute when they raise the flag.
I'm down to light cigarettes and decaf, and I'm so fucking happy, man. You know?
Actually, I want to take my clothes off and run around. You ask almost any Canadian.
What's a strategic nuclear missile?
I guarantee you they're going to go. Vodka?
Alright, well, we got a show for you tonight, folks. Are you all excited?
It's off the wall.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to be back in Nanaimo. We got a great show for you tonight, but first I think we ought to get to know each other a little bit. My name's Dave Ward, but you guys can all call me Squatch. People always want to know how I got that name. My dad gave me that name. It's a noise my little brother used to make when the bunk beds broke. I was born in Glasgow, Scotland. I weighed 17 pounds, 10 ounces when I was born. Honest. My mom says I kind of just crawled out and went to the fridge looking for beer. What, no kokanee? Actually, to tell you the truth, I was delivered at home by my grandmother, and my mother had no drugs. Oh, it's all right. She's been on drugs ever since. My 5 younger siblings came along pretty easy. Trailblazing kind of guy that I was. This way out. Follow the notches in the uterus. Well, I tried leaving breadcrumbs, but my dad ate them. Oh, yeah. You guys don't do that? The funny part is the woman that's the most offended is usually the one that rips your ears off when that's happening. Geez, I can find it from here, hon. Maybe just things I think about. And my mom got to be huge when she was pregnant with me. My mom put on like 90 pounds. Everybody's going, oh, it's going to be triplets, it's going to be triplets, it's going to be triplets. Then when I came out by myself, they figured I just ate the other 2. Lots of discrimination against big people. I mean, like things normal people take for granted are a real ordeal for me. Things like shopping for clothes. I go to the store, everybody points and laughs and stares, and, well, I finally had enough. I don't buy anything from the Love Shop anymore. Never really looked that good in spandex anyway. Kind of like 4 pounds of sausage and a 2-pound skin. Try to imagine pantyhose stuffed with cottage cheese. See, you can visualize if you try. That'll come in handy later. I'm just one of those guys. I shouldn't be allowed to wear spandex. I think if you're one complete human being overweight, you shouldn't wear spandex. That sin snaps in the crotch, someone's going to lose an eye, without a doubt. It's just not safe. And I get kind of weird. I just had my birthday last week. I turned 41 years old. Yeah. It's all right. I got the body of a 60-year-old Swede. I grew it outside my regular body to protect me. Thank you. I mean, like, it's hard, but I got weird about it because of my birthday. I go, this is it. Okay, this is my last year. I'm 41. I got to work on it. I got to get in shape. So that was my thing this year. I'm going to get in shape. I got a good start because, of course, sausage was the shape I picked. And as you can see, I'm doing quite nicely. I'm a bratwurst right now. I'm hoping to work my way up to a kubasa or something. You know, nice big hunk of Polish sausage. That's what I'd really like to be. Yeah, but shopping. I talked about shopping. Shop with my mom. You know, that's a guy's responsibility. Any of the guys here, you ever go shopping with your mom? No way, Squatch, not us. We're from Nanaimo. No, we kill our moms when we're babies. That way she can't embarrass us while we're growing up. Well, get over it. That's your mom's job. To embarrass you as you grow up. Just like it's your job to stand there and hold her purse while she does. I go shopping with my mom, she's never buying a blouse or a dress or shoes. Every time I go shopping with my mom, she's buying underwear. Now, this is very embarrassing for me. I'm 6'4", I weigh 314 pounds. I'm standing around the underwear department at Kmart while my mother tries on 357 different brassieres. Then she says, well, none of these fit. I said, of course they don't fit. You're in the wrong department. The tube socks are over here. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my mom. I do. She's a great lady. But she's 63 years old and she's fighting gravity. So far, gravity's kicking the snot out of her. I mean, a couple more years, she won't need a bra at all. Nah, she'll just tuck those puppies right in her waistband. Save the old man $17.50, he'll be happy. Hey, but don't laugh, guys. It happens to guys, too. But gravity works different on a man. I mean, one day you'll roll out of bed, look in the mirror, overnight gravity sucked your butt straight through your body, placed it right over your genitals. Which radically alters the way you wear your jeans. Now all of a sudden, you know, you got them tucked under the belly in front, and in the back you got 2, 3, 10 inches of crack showing. It all comes home one night, you're sitting on a bar stool, some drunk staggers up, starts putting in loonies. How do I get smokes out of this fat bastard? Here, pull my finger. All right, guys, we got a show for you tonight, I'll tell you that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh. Yeah, it's a pleasure for me to be your hostess tonight. Coming to the stage now is a longtime BC resident. Currently makes his home on Bowen Island. He headlines comedy clubs all the way across the country. He's a very funny man. He's had the privilege of working with both Jerry Seinfeld and Robin Williams. Would you please welcome to the stage the comedy of Mr. Chris Molyneux.
And a round of applause, Mr. Dave Squatch Ward. There we go. And I've been enjoying myself. It's just sort of nice to. I'm actually from this area, and it's kind of fun to be back here, especially at this time of year. We're the one part of the country that gets spared. Nice El Nino winter we have, you know. This time last year, I spent 2 weeks in Winnipeg last January. So there's a pretty good agent at work there for me. I arrive. It's minus 23. All right? And I said to the guy who picked me up, I go, holy Christ, it's cold. He goes, no, this isn't cold. This is nice. I go, no, pal, I've been places where it's nice, and this is cold. Nipples like diamonds. Oh, my God, where'd it go? Cold. And you know it's cold when you're driving around and you see people wearing turbans, and your first thought is, I want one of those. I've never wanted one before, I may never want one again, but right now it's looking colorful and warm. I think that's a great thing to be able to roll your own hat. In Canada, we just have the baseball cap. Done. Much more clever over in India. But not a lot of civic pride in Winnipeg, I have to say. Every single night, you know, I'd ask the crowd, I go, so, I'm here for 2 weeks. What should I do while I'm here? Every single night, oh God, drink and forget like us. Drive around Winnipeg, cold beer and wine store, travel agency. Cold beer and wine store, travel agency. Granted, they have a few reasons to be upset about where they live, you know. I mean, the climate alone. Any place where when the snow melts, you find people. Look, Uncle Eddie! Ooh, he's got a six-pack. He would have wanted it this way. Because Canadians love their beer. I'm just looking around and I can see everyone's table has got at least 1, 2, 3. You know, Canadians adore beer. It shouldn't be a maple leaf on the flag. It should be a big fat keg of beer. That way we'd all salute when they raise the flag. Oh, Canada, I think I need a beer.